Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Just another short video how to paint. This is how to paint the Rock Minis cottage build that I did a build video for. Here it is, nice and finished. I've done it in a red colour scheme at the top for the plaster work. And you can see it's the full kit. It's an MDF kit. As I said, it's in the build video. The reason why I'm finishing this off is because I haven't finished it off in quite a while. It's been quite a while since I did the build video. I did design this full kit with a little bit of input from Rich from Rock Minis. Yeah, it's based on some of the buildings I built from scratch myself. I promote Rock Minis quite a lot. I've had a few questions about why I do. Rich is a close personal friend of mine, and I used to do what he does, and I know it's fairly difficult. He does it for a full-time job. So if I can promote as much of his stuff as possible for him, it's free advertising. And I get a little kickback for it now, which is quite nice. And I'm designing these things for him that I'm advertising. So it's only good that I should show them off. It's my work that's gone into them. So yeah, he gets the money for it. I get a tiny little kickback and he gets to sell the stuff I make. So it's win-win for me. I'm happy. He's happy, I hope. Tell me if you're not, mate. But yeah, I'm going to go into the paint process now. Take a look at the build process. I'll link it in the description below. It shouldn't be too difficult to find. I've only got a few videos at the moment. Unless you're way into the future, then hurrah, hopefully I've made it. Right, strap in, get yourself a cup of tea, some biscuits, enjoy. Thanks very much. Here we are using my usual mix of Mod Podge matte and black acrylic paint. Once again, it goes all over the model. I don't spare any part of this model at all. It helps keep the foam sealed, and it seals the balsa wood as well. There is, because the shingles are a card shingle, it will keep them stuck down as well. So it will help the wash go on quite nicely and give a nice transition between the two tiles. Here we go, so I've completed the whole thing, let it dry, and I'm now applying a Vallejo Model Air Colour Dark Sea Grey to the roof tiles. I'm trying a tiled look this time, and I'm going to try some authentic weathering, like lichen and stuff on. So I'm going to use a brush, you'll see me do this in a bit, I'm going to flick some lichen and stuff on. Here I am, just applying a wash of Agrax Earthshade. I'm aware I can use my own washes. I just prefer to use the Agrax on things like this. It gives a better feel for me, and I don't mind the buying them. I buy them very, very few and far between, and I make sure it spreads across. Here we are. So after that stage, I don't do any dry brushing or anything, but I am now flicking on, mixing the paint with 1-to-1 ratio of water and paint, and I'm flicking on Avalanche Sunset, Uriel Yellow, Ogren Camo, Deathworld Forest, and Celestra Grey in that order. And as you can see, I'm also stippling them out occasionally as well. So you'll see I'll flick along. If there's a large dollop that goes on, I will stipple it out ever so lightly. As you can see here, yep, there we go. There's the stipple brush going in. It gives a nice, official look to it. Now this is something I wish I hadn't done, but I added some PVA glue and sprinkled some flock on, some olive flock. At the end of the whole process, I actually decided to mix some flock and some PVA together and stuck it on, and that worked way better. So if you're going to do this method, do that. Here you can see me dry brushing all of the wood in a white. So I use Schminke Titanium White Acrylics Artist Paint. Ben Comets introduced me to that when I won a competition for him. Yep, that was fun. And once that's dry, I'm then going in with a contrast, Citadel Colour contrast paint, and it's Gorgrunta Fur straight on. Once I've done the dry brush and put this on, you don't really need to do anything else. This is the model is just for shows, so Rich can take it down and demonstrate the kit. So we don't really need to go too overboard because it's possible that it might get damaged in the future, so we can just build another one. You could add an extra dry brush. I would probably say like a semi-easy desert or a steel legion drab or something along those lines to the edges of it. There you go, you can see that. What I'm showing you here, I'm just doing the front and the back of the front of the model. so you can see the demonstrations. I do paint the rest of it off camera. Here's me going to town on the greys. I am using a Pebeo an apple barrel pewter grey for this, for the base coat here. I paint it all over in one fell swoop. There we go. And now I'm choosing to do red on the plaster today. And for the red, I am literally going straight in with corn red. And once that's dry, I'm doing a stippling of Mephiston red in the centres of it, just to give it a slight highlight. The grey then gets dry brushed with a country grey from Apple Barrel as well, straight away afterwards. This will allow me to do the weathering stages all at once. After this stage is done, I am doing the washing, so you can see me lining the washes with my Agrax mix as usual, and I stipple it and feather it out towards the middle. Again, I don't mind using Agrax on this because it has a really nice settling effect. Doing the same on the stones. If you've seen any of my other videos, you'll notice it's exactly the same method that I use on those. But for this one, you will need to be a little bit more liberal with the Agrax, because the red, it doesn't show up as well on the red as it does on the beige. There we go. That's all nice and dry. I took the liberty of doing the whole rest of the model while off camera. The only thing realistically left to do is the windows. They were obviously painted they were dry brush white and then painted with the Gorgonta fur, but I'm now going to paint the metallic bits, the leaded windows and the myrtle bars going across the doors, as you can see. It's a pretty quick kit to paint. There's only a couple of bits you need to really worry about. It's the roof, the plaster, the wood and the stone. Kind of paints itself really. Here we go. So I'm applying a base of, which one is it? Hang on. It's lead belcher on the metallics. I will do lead belcher base and then just a Nuln oil wash, and that's it. I won't bother dry brushing these. I don't think there's any need to. And if the wash pulls into the middle, it's nice because it gives a darker effect. I could go to town with some rust paints, but I feel that the keeper of the cottage has got enough problems with the moss that's growing all over it. There we go. I'll speed this up in a second for you. You don't need to see me painting all of this. So what's to come from me now? I'll be doing a few more videos on some jigs I've created for the Proxon. We've got some more bits coming up. There will be a paint video soon. It will be a massive one, and it will be for the Angry Dragon Inn, which is a 5-story fully playable inn that I've made. If those of you that follow me on Instagram will have seen the progress over the last few weeks. I've just topped it out with the roof. I do need to add all of the details needed for it. Beds, candlesticks, pictures, bar, all the wood framing around the doors inside. The doors themselves, I'll have to make those as well. And then I'm going to concentrate on adding a few more smaller projects. So my most recent video that you will hopefully have seen will be the column video that I created. I want to add more to that, so I'm going to do some more broken ruins to tie it in. I'm going to use these pieces for my current running D&D campaign, where I am actually the DM. It's my first campaign I'm DMing, and I'm really enjoying it. And I've got to the point now where I'm not using the starter guide, so I'm going to have to start using my imagination. So I'm trying to figure out a way to get the characters more involved, create some puzzles for them, and get them to go across the land and the continent of Faerun. So we'll see how that goes. So you have more pieces coming from me. Hopefully some more regular videos in the new year as well. Oh, here we go. Here you can see me just finishing painting this door. I'll cut in a second and you'll come back and you'll see me. The door will be finished. I'll give you a quick flick through that. But yeah, get over to my Instagram, have a look, give me a follow. I'm open for any questions or comments or just a discussion over there. It's no problem at all. I'll answer your comments here or questions here as well. Here you go. Yeah, so I'm just going to apply the Nuln oil. I keep my Agrax and Nuln in their pots, and but I pour Lamia medium into them when they're half empty, so it fills the bottle back up again, and it gives it thins it down without losing its colour, as Duncan says it quite well, and he's very more versed on the words than I am. I'm rubbish at it. but it doesn't lose any of its pigmentation. That's the badger. Thank you very much. There we go. So I've done the door. I'm going to go around all the frames now and do that. And then it'll be done. I do add in some gamer's grass moss sparingly to the roof and the brickwork where there are large-ish gaps anyway. You'll see them coming through very shortly. If you have any ideas about what you'd like to see me build next and paint, please do leave a comment down below. Let me know. I'll take a look. In the new year, there will be a competition. Myself and Rock Minis are running. You'll be able to win a lot of our kits. Perhaps even one of the new townhouse kits with a lot of our templates for a Proxon. It will be postage worldwide for the winner. But you will need a Proxon because you've got to be able to use these things. There we go. Looks pretty special. I just need to give this and all of my other builds an acrylic varnish coat. Winsor & Newton is pretty good and it's really matte. So I need to get some of that. I haven't bought any yet. There we go. Spinning around for your viewing pleasure. Hope you like it. I particularly like the weathering on the chimney there. I think it's a quite nice look. I'm not 100% sold on the mossy roof and the lichen and the bird poo and stuff, but I quite like it. It gives a different look to just a boring old roof. But thanks once again for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you can, and I'll catch you in the next one. Thanks very much.